You are a married person or you're in a relationship and you really want to get your partner addicted to you, you really have to master this one trick. It is called the OXYTOCIN anchor. If you can understand how this principle really works, not only will you get your partner bonded to you emotionally and physically, you build something deep and sustainable and always get your partner chasing you with anticipation. I know this really works because I've used it in my 13 years of marriage with my wife, and a lot of people are really using it unknowingly, but those who are actively building a relationship consciously are practicing this OXYTOCIN anchor. With this principle, you build strong intimacy with your partner, improve communication, strengthen your bond, ensure long-term commitment with your partner. And I bet that is what everybody seeks in their relationship and marriage. I have spent several years to learn psychology to build intimacy with opposite sex, and I've carefully studied patterns and principles in the Bible on how to make marriage work. This principle is very much suited for people who really value consistency and seeing their effort grow into a rich history. In this video, I'm going to explain the OXYTOCIN anchor, how it works and how you can use it to effectively build strong bond with your partner. We would also learn the psychology of sexual bonding with your partner using the OXYTOCIN anchor. Like what is going on in your bodies when you have sexual intimacy with your partner consistently, and how you can use sex to build strong bond in your marriage. This alone will be a very good unlock for you in your adventure to building a strong bond with your partner. When you master the OXYTOCIN anchor, you easily avoid the dopamine ladder in your relationship. This is where a couple is seeking quick and superficial hits of excitement that normally and usually leave the relationship burnt out and hollow. This is what I call the dopamine trap. Needing bigger vacations, bigger gifts, bigger sexual excitement with the big O, a rich partner or an attractive partner, or a bigger win to feel more connected to your partner. Most relationships and marriages are failing because of the dopamine trap. Instead of the big ladder climb of the dopamine trap, focus on the bits of connection as recommended by Dr. John Gottman of the Gottman Institute. These are the small things that really matter and can help you build a strong bond with your partner. 6-second kiss, 10-minute active listening, sending text messages to your partner, sharing photographs, sharing activities of the events of the day, being there for your partner, giving little gifts, or a quickie sex. The question is, what is the OXYTOCIN anchor and how can you effectively implement it in your marriage? Welcome to my channel. My name is Eric Kevin. This is the Building Relationship and Marriage Network, where we learn to build our relationships. I am of the view that relationships should evolve into something meaningful that everybody can be proud of. You should be proud of your partner. I should be proud of my partner. I should be proud of my relationship, and we should seek the interests of each other to help the relationship grow. If this looks like you, jump on and let's unravel the mystery of the OXYTOCIN anchor together. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, kindly hit the subscribe notification button and also comment below your points, your opinions, what you've learned, or what topic you would really want us to address in our next episode. You could also help us by sharing this video with your loved ones so that we can all grow together. There are 5 levels to the OXYTOCIN anchor, and I'm going to break them down to you. Number 1, sexual intimacy. Here is what nobody talks to you about sex in marriage. Sex is not just sex. It's not a mundane activity. It's not a chore. I hear most people say that they would rather remain in relationship than marry because when they commit themselves to marriage, their sexual frequency increases. This is a lie. Basically, I don't experience sex in my marriage with my wife because we are constantly having our sexual intimacy. And how do we do that? Because constantly engaging sexually really increases our bond and intimacy. The question you're probably asking yourself is, how important is sexual intimacy in relationship? Sex is one of the most important key factors to consider if you want to build a strong and healthy bond with your married partner or your relationship partner. It is important for you to know that the number one cause of separation and infidelity in relationships is basically because of inadequate sex in the relationship. When sex is lacking in the marriage, the partners are tempted to seek sexual gratification elsewhere. It is not an excuse though, but I believe that if you could conscientize yourself about the importance of sexual gratification in a relationship, you will think twice about your decisions regarding sexual intimacy with your partner. Sexual intercourse is a complex physiological and psychological event driven by chemical symphony. The hormones and neurotransmitters released during sexual intercourse facilitate physical performance, reinforce social bonding, and manage emotional states and stress. Hormones such as oxytocin, which is called the bonding hormone, is released in larger amounts during sexual intercourse with your partner. It promotes feelings of trust, emotional intimacy, and attachment with your partner. It is also responsible for the desire to cuddle or physically stay close to your partner after the act. So the more sex you are having, the closer you are getting to your partner. Normally, couples who have more sex usually avoid so much confrontations, arguments, quarrels, and they stay close to each other. They improve their communication because the road to sex means they need to work on their communication to get each other's attention or get each other in the mood for an explosive sexual encounter. If I were you, the thing that would be prominent on my mind is how I could emotionally bond together with my partner. And this you can achieve by spending quality time with your partner. This is the second point of the oxytocin anchor. Watching favorite movies with your partner or favorite shows with your partner. Watching favorite games together. Doing things together as partners really bond you together emotionally. I developed a keen interest of watching Hindi or Bollywood movies because I realized my wife loved it. And I love spending that time with my wife where I'm watching what she's watching or she is watching what I'm watching. And interestingly, I became fond of Bollywood movies. We watch our movies together, we spend time together, we easily bond together as a couple. But here is the thing though, when you communicate your expectations and your desires to your partner, it also improves your marriage. I have my expectation, my wife has her expectations. You also have your expectation, your partner also has their expectations. You can never know the expectation of your partner, or your partner can never know your expectation unless you communicate them. And here is why most relationships and marriages are failing. Because couples don't communicate their expectations to their partners. They assume their partners to be mind readers, and this is never so. If you don't tell them what you want, they can never guess your needs right. If it has to do with your sexual fantasy, if it has to do with a sexual technique, if it has to do with a peculiar need you have, you need to communicate your needs and expectations to your partner. If there is one thing you should be worried about, it should be to avoid letting your partner guess your needs. This is where nobody talks about. Letting your partner know their shortfalls and their mistakes. This is not about being fault finding, but it's about correcting your partner in a way that is mutually acceptable and could easily help build your relationship. Never ever be a fault finder or constantly criticize your partner about their shortfalls, but in an atmosphere of love and understanding, point out their weaknesses and their shortfalls to them and be on the same page with them, that they can emotionally connect with you to understand that you really want the best for them and also for the relationship. But that is not even the most interesting part. Rewarding your partner when they do things right is an effective way to mutually improve the marriage. It is a perfect way to exclusively improve the relationship. Don't fall for the dopamine trap where you are looking forward to give superficial hits of excitement and giving expensive gifts, bigger vacations, rewarding them in a great or massive way. No, but rather little bits of appreciation and reward go a longer way to improve the marriage. And this is where it gets crazy. Playing with your partner, having fun with your partner. I recommend being lively and be an easygoing person with your partner. Avoid the trap of generating heated arguments, debates, quarrels that leads to tension in the marriage. This not only kills the vibes and the interest of your partner in the marriage, it also destroys their confidence, causing them to live in constant fear and lack of security in the relationship. Play games together, play games with the kids, have fun, go outdoors, walk, talk. Listen, it's you and your partner and your family if there are kids between the two of you. Your home should be a citadel of peace, serenity, liveliness, and fun. If I were you, the thing that would be on my mind is how I could always get my partner happy. How I could always get my partner laughing, smiling, being in that mood of reception. It is said that a happy wife makes a happy home. When was the last time you laughed with your partner? When was the last time your partner smiled? When was the last time your wife laughed with you? When you are seeking your partner's happiness, they reciprocate in like manner. They also seek out your happiness. And this is where it gets even crazy. Our partners are a reflection of ourselves. What you give your partner is what they give back to you. If you give them love, they give love to you. If you give them peace, they give peace to you. If you give them happiness, they give happiness to you. If you want to spend time with them, they want to spend time with you. Whatever you seek to do for your partner, they reciprocate in like manner to you. In a nutshell, it validates the importance of building the marriage. And I believe that is what everybody is seeking. Everybody wants to build a strong marriage, a strong connection with their partner. Everybody wants a happy home where they are guaranteed safety, peace, and longevity. These are not just principles I have shared with you, but the OXYTOCIN Anchor are practical steps that you can use to evolve your relationship into a state that you are proud of. Remember, you chose your partner because you love them. You agreed to be with them because they carry something unique, something special. And I believe that the best gift you have is your partner. Cherish them, love them, understand them, and grow with them. I hope to see you in the next video.